Hi, this is Kamala Murphy. Welcome to this episode of the Heart and Chutzpah podcast. You may have expected to hear the She Moves Mountains podcast, but recently I have decided to take these recordings in a slightly different direction and have chosen Heart and Chutzpah as more meaningful to me. And the reason is that I really want to have these episodes be about, having a big heart, being compassionate, but also being able to have chutzpah, which I know the dictionary calls it shameless audacity. But for me and for most of the women that I know, we carry a lot of shame, so shameless isn't going to be in it, but it's the audacity. So these episodes are meant to have us, expand our hearts, expand our ability to be compassionate, and to have a strength and an audacity that we may have shied away from in the past. Most of us, have been good girls or good boys. And, now is not necessarily a time for us to stay in that mold of being good when what's being called for is a sense of audacity. So that's why there's been this change, that it just feels like I'm moving in a slightly new direction, and I'd love to have my listeners have that same experience. Again, having big hearts and tons of compassion, ability to heal and bring about more peace and love, and doing it in an empowered way, the chutzpah. So I wanted to just update you on that. I hope you enjoy these episodes. I know that I'm very excited about them. And today I'm recording this the week that we've had an election in the United States. And the other night I was having a dream. And in the dream, I was really frustrated, and I was trying to scream, but almost nothing was coming out. I just and my husband woke me up and said, "Honey, you're moaning and you're thrashing. What's going on?" And it was startling to me because there was such a sense of powerlessness. And that's sort of how I've been feeling after these elections. I've been stunned by the bitterness and animosity. This is not how I expected America to be. So I know that, no matter what the outcome, we still don't know, but no matter what the outcome is, I think there's going to be a lot of continued anger, bitterness, frustration, feeling powerless. So I think that's why that dream was so powerful for me. It's that idea of I'm trying to scream, I'm trying to be heard, and all that's coming out is this little and there's that thrashing, that sense of powerlessness. And I don't think that it needs to be that way. This is time for us to be able to perhaps enlist that chutzpah that might have been buried. And today, because of everything that's been going on, there was one poem or prayer that I wanted to share. It was by Thomas Merton, who is a priest, mystic, and it pretty much, at least the first part of it, pretty much sums up how I've been feeling, and a lot of the women that I've been working with have been feeling. So I'm going to be reading this. It's called the Merton Prayer. There may be another name, but that's how I know it, the Merton Prayer. My Lord God, I have no idea where I am going. I do not see the road ahead of me. I cannot know for certain where it will end, nor do I really know myself. And the fact that I think that I'm following your will does not mean that I am actually doing so. But I believe that the desire to please you does in fact please you. And I hope I have that desire in all that I am doing. I hope I will never do anything apart from that desire. And I know that if I do this, you will lead me by the right road, though I may know nothing about it. Therefore, will I trust you always, though I may seem to be lost and in the shadow of death. I will not fear, for you are ever with me, and you will never leave me to face my perils alone. And I invite you to take a deep breath if you're able to, and just let some of this sink in, because I don't think any of us know exactly where we're going or how things will turn out. But I think many of us have that desire to please the God of our understanding, to do God's will, even if a lot of the time we think we're doing God's will, but that does not mean that we're actually doing so. I love that line. We want to please God, the divine, infinite intelligence, however we call God or the all that is. We have a desire to please our Creator. And because we desire that, I believe that divine appreciates that in us and will lead us on the right road. These times may be very, very challenging. I'm almost sure that they will be. I mean, half of our country will probably not be happy, and will be not just not happy, but angry and feeling bitter. And if we can, as I said to a friend this week, if I can bow my heart in faith and trust that God's got this, that maybe I'll be able to find that right road, and that we will be able to find our common ground again. So that's what I have today. I'm sending you love and blessings and prayers of peace, that we find that common ground and can trust that everything will be made right and fair and just. So I think that is it for now. And I hope that you have a blessed week. Until next time, bye for now. You've been listening to the She Moves Mountains podcast, coming to you every week. If you're a woman who wants to move mountains in your own life, please make sure to subscribe or follow this podcast. And if you've laughed or gotten teary or smiled knowingly, thinking, oh yeah, that's me too, please go ahead and rate the episode with 5 stars. It'll be a feel-good thing to do. Thanks a bunch. Lots of love and blessings to you. This is Kamala signing off. Until next week. Take care.